Hey, hi friends, welcome to our YouTube channel Cocktail Programmers. This is Ravi Raj. So today's our agenda: prerequisites for Selenium WebDriver, then how to download the required softwares, then we are going to see the installations for the download softwares, and then we are going to configure our IDE to get ready with the programming. So when I say prerequisites, the first thing strikes in my mind is about the hardware configuration. So this is the minimum hardware which I would suggest: 2 GB RAM, 256 GB hard disk, and Core i3 processor. So then next would be the IDE. So there are multiple IDEs available like Visual Studio, Eclipse, IntelliJ. So what exactly is an IDE? So IDE is a environment where you are going to have all your codes and programming. So then next would be you need to have some basic knowledge on the following programming languages like Java, C Sharp, Python, Ruby, or JavaScript. Then we need browsers. So browsers are basically required where you can see the UI part of execution of the test cases or your test flow. Then we need Selenium Jar File. So these are the like basic requisites. Then we will start with downloading the softwares. Like to download the Eclipse IDE, we need to visit Eclipse official website, that is eclipse.org, and we'll be downloading JDK 1.8 either from Java or sorry. So then we'll be downloading Java from either Oracle or FileHippo. If you want to download from Oracle, you need to have a user ID with Oracle, or else you can download straight from FileHippo where you need not to create any ID. Then after downloading the JDK 1.8, we need to set the path of JDK. So then we'll be downloading the Selenium jar file, and then we are going to download the browser drivers. After that, once we have done with downloading part, so we need to launch the Eclipse. And when you launch Eclipse for the first time, it will ask you to create a workspace. Then once the Eclipse is launched, we need to add our Selenium jar file to the project. And after configuring all these things, then we can write the program for launching the browser and launching the URL. So let's start with downloading Eclipse. I'll launch the browser. So here it's Google Chrome. Simply type download Eclipse. So it will show the first link will be with the official website. So once you're on this page, you can download the latest version at Eclipse Ide 2020-06 from here, or else you can go for older versions from download packages. So from here you can see more downloads, and in this you have multiple previous versions. So in case like we'll be going with 4.8 photon, or else I have on my system 2019-09 and photon, so I won't be downloading anything. I'll just show how to download. So I suggest to have at least 4.6 above versions. So in this case, like I'm clicking on a photon, so you can see here multiple Eclipse options. So you need not to be worried about the rest Eclipse versions or Eclipse IDs. We need to focus on either Eclipse ID for Java EE developers or Eclipse ID for Java developers. So like you can see here, it is available for multiple OS like Windows, Mac, Linux, and depending on your what kind of bit you have is 32-bit, 64-bit. So simply click on whichever you have. So in this case, we'll be clicking on Windows 64-bit. So it will take you to the downloading part. So from here, you can simply click on download and it will start downloading, and it will be downloaded from Japan. So either you can have from this, or if you want to select any other, you can click on select mirror, and from here you can see multiple options. So even you can see here India, Japan, Korea, China. So select anyone which you wish, and if you once you click here, it will start downloading. So I have already downloaded it on my local machine, and it will create a zip folder. So let's move to downloading JDK. So to download JDK from file hippo, simply type download JDK file hippo. So you can see the option here, the first link. So simply click here and it will start downloading. I'll just demonstrate it. I'm already having Java on my machine. So there you go, it has started downloading. So once it is downloaded to your local machine, you'll see a folder. I'll show it the way. So you will get a Java folder like this. Once you open the folder, you can see the JDK executable file. Simply double click it and it will start installing on your machine. So once you have installed on your machine, let's configure it. So go to this PC, simply right click here, go to advanced system settings, open the advanced tab, click on environment variables. Then from user variables, you need to click on new, give here in all in block letters Java_home. Then the variable value should be the installed location of your Java. So the Java will be installed on the C drive. In my case, it is on C drive. So I'll go to C drive, under program files, Java, you can see it here. So we are providing the path for JDK 1.8. Open the JDK and just right click here, click on properties, go to security. From here you can see the location. So simply copy this location and paste it here. So once you paste it here, just click OK and it will get added and the user variables. So I'll not click OK because I'm already having it. So you can see this here. So next will be the system variables, and the system variables you need to select path. You can see it here. So click on path, click on edit, and once you're on the edit screen, you can click for new, and here you need to provide the bin path in Java folder. So let's copy the bin path. So this is the Java folder and here you can see the bin. So go in bin, just right click here, go to properties, go to security and copy the complete path from here. And from here you can click on edit, you can click on new. The thing I have clicked edit because I have already added the path here for JDK unders. So now you can provide the copied new path here and simply click OK. So it will get added, and just cancel it because I'm already having it here. Then you can click on OK, just click OK and close all the windows. Your JDK path will be set. So we have like already downloaded the Eclipse. I'll show you. So we have already downloaded the Eclipse. It is in zip format, so I'll show you how to extract the Eclipse. So this is here in zip format. So simply right click here and extract all. So once you click on extract all, it will create an Eclipse folder here. So you can open this folder and see here the Eclipse option and simply double click on this. So it's going to launch the Eclipse Ide. So this is how it is asking for the workspace where you want to create your workspace. You can either, if you don't, by default it will ask for C drive. If you want to browse and make it somewhere else, you can configure it from here. So this PC, under this PC you can choose. I'm choosing, sorry, I'll choose it somewhere else. I'll create a new folder and name it as Selenium. So that's it. I have created a folder on D drive named Selenium. So launch. So for the first time it takes some time to launch. Meanwhile it gets launched, we will download the Selenium Jar file. So just again go to the browser, open the new window, and you can like type the Selenium's official website, seleniumhq.org. So once you're in this website, go to downloads. Under downloads you can see here previous releases. From here you can see the previous releases, and then we have the current latest versions of 3.0 versions. So you can download any one from here. Simply click on this plus option, and you can download the Selenium server standalone jar file. So once you click here, it will start downloading. So I'm already having it, but I'll still show. So it has started downloaded. I'll just pause it. So we are done with downloading the Selenium jar file. Now the remaining part is downloading the browser drivers. So in our sessions we will be dealing with Chrome browser. So I'll download the Chrome browser drivers. So to download the Chrome browser driver, you need to go to chromedriver.chromium. So from here you can see all versions available in downloads. So this is the latest version 85, which is released. I think it's released a couple of days back. So depending on what version of browser you have, so you need to download the same version from here, else it won't so you need to download the version of Chrome you are using. So how to check the version and which version to download? Just simply go to these three dots on the right side top corner of your Chrome browser, click on settings, click on about Chrome, and you can see here it's 84, version 84. So click on downloading for 84. Once you click here, it will start downloading. So I'm already having it on my system. So we are done with downloading the Eclipse JDK, then Selenium jar file, and then the drivers. So let's minimize and wait. Yeah, once the Eclipse is loaded for the first time, you can see this kind of window. Then simply I'll just maximize the screen And don't get confused what to choose here. You can simply go to the workbench mentioned on the right side top corner, click it, and you can see the window. Now we have already downloaded this required software for this, that is JDK is installed and a path is set for it. We have the Eclipse, we have downloaded the Selenium Jar file, and we have even the browser drivers. So simply just to create, we have to initially create a new project, and to create a new project just click here, and either you can choose multiple type of projects here, but we are at the initial level concerned with creating a Java project. So simply click on project, then click on Java project, next. So just name anything with your project, give some meaningful name. So we'll be naming it as Selenium Basics. So just click on finish. So this will be asking for the first time. Just get it done. Click on finish again, and yeah, you can see the project is created. And once the project is created, you can see here the JRE library which comes from Java, and then you can see your SRC folder. So you have to create all your package and class files under SRC folder. So let's first add the Selenium jar file. So to add the Selenium jar file, we need to right click on the project. Sorry, my system is just lagging a bit. Yeah. So right click on the project, go to build path. From build path, click on configure build path, and then click on libraries here. So under libraries, you won't find anything apart from JRE system libraries. So to attach the Selenium jar file, you need to browse to the location where you have downloaded the Selenium jar file. To do that, just click on add external jar and just navigate where you have downloaded the Selenium jar file. So let me work here. So here it is. Click open, apply and close. You can see the Selenium jar file is added. So we are done and can start with our first basic program to launch the browser. We are going to launch the Chrome browser, and for today's our demo, we are going to launch just Amazon.in. So to do that, just right click on the project, click new, under new create a package. So name something to your package, and just keep in mind there is a standard way, like when you name a package, it should be in the lowercase, starting with the lowercase. Later on you can have like uppercase letters, but it should start with lowercase. So we need to name it starting with lowercase to give some meaningful name, that is com.selenium libraries, you can mention it. Yeah, click on finish. So once we have created the package, you can see it here, and again under package we have to create class file. So right click on the package, go to new, and create a class file. So for class file, you need to start with the uppercase letters. It won't throw any error, but it's a standard way of having. So just we'll name it as launch URL. So if you want to have by default the main method, you can simply click on public static void main and click on finish. So here you can see our class file launch URL is loaded with the default main method. Need to set so first of all we need to set properties for Chrome browser. So for that, custom.setProperty, be careful, like don't select properties, we have to select property, system.setProperty, and it will accept key value pair that is in string. And what should be the key? The key will be always, like when you are working with Chrome browser, you have to provide WebDriver dot Chrome dot driver, and as it is string, it should come in double inverted commas, and then value should be the location of your Chrome driver on your local machine. So it is also a string, so we will provide double inverted, and then just navigate to the driver on your local machine. So here I have driver folder. Under this I have 83 and 84. So ours is 84th version of Chrome browser, so I'll just copy the location for this. Just click on security and copy the browser driver. So I have copied the location, provided here. So just keep in mind when you copy the location, so between these double inverted comma and E, there is always an invisible space. So you have to remove that, else you will get caught with an error. So I will show you what error we will be facing. I won't remove the space right now. Just will proceed with the further code. Then we have to provide a WebDriver, which comes from Selenium. WebDriver driver equals to new Chrome driver. So basically WebDriver is an interface and Chrome driver is a class. So if you don't have any understanding on this part, like as we know, we can't create an object for the WebDriver or an object for the interface, but still we are having it here. So basically this driver is upcasted to WebDriver, and to have more understanding you can refer to our other video which we have created a separate or special session for this, so you won't be facing any confusions once you go through that video. So that's it. Now we'll launch we have launched the browser here. Now we'll launch the URL driver. To launch the URL, you have to provide the driver dot get. When you provide the driver dot get command, it will launch the URL. It will accept a string value, driver dot get URL. You have to provide the URL here, and the URL should be a complete one, right, starting from HTTPS. So to launch Amazon, we have to provide HTTPS www.amazon.in. I think I'm right with the spellings, and web address. Yeah. So let's compile this or run this program. To simply run the program, you can see a green icon here. If you directly click it here, it will start executing the program, or just you can simply right click on the class file and check here for run as, then Java application. So for the first time it will ask you, and this is what the error I was mentioning about. This is having a space here, and if I click on the select first character, it will move the cursor to here. So you can see it here. So either give a backspace or delete. I'll check. Yeah, I have provided the backspace and the space is gone. So I'll again just right click here, run as Java application, and you can see the error has been disappeared and the program will start executing. So it is starting launching the browser. You can see the Amazon website is launched. Yeah friends, we have seen the launching, but by default Selenium doesn't launch in maximize size. And if you want to maximize this window, and just simply close this down. To maximize the window, you can provide here driver dot manage. We want to manage the window, so for that driver dot manage, what we want to manage is window. Sorry, driver dot manage dot window. What we want to do, we want to maximize the window. For that we need to provide max. So it will maximize the window, and if we want again to close the browser, we have a command for that, driver dot close. So once you provide this command, it will close the browser. We'll provide thread dot sleep. Last two pause for 2 seconds, that is 2000 milliseconds. Then we will close the browser. To close the browser, we have a command driver dot close. So it will close the browser. So now let's execute this. Run as Java application. So you can see the browser is launched, the Amazon URL is launched, and the window will be maximized now. Yeah, and it will close the browser. Yeah, that's it friends. We have seen in today's session that how to download the Eclipse, then how to download the JDK 1.8, and then we have set the path for JDK on your local machine. Then we have downloaded the Selenium Jar file from Selenium's website. Then we have downloaded the browser driver, that is our Chrome browser driver. Then we have created a small workspace, and under that we have created a project Selenium Basics, and in Selenium Basics we have created one package with Selenium library and a class file to launch the URL.